another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, joined by our analyst Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. In at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. The 4 and the 5, it's Gordon and Jokic. And it's Porter in at the 3, the small forward. And for Minnesota, they've got Primetime. Keefe is out there with Walker. Then there's Edwards. And it's Gobert in at the 5 down low. And here we are in the knockout round of the NBA Cup. It's the Western Conference quarterfinals.
And this should be a playoff-like atmosphere. I wouldn't be surprised to see the coaches play with some matchups and even shorten their rotations.
I got it on him.
Here's Primetime. He's covered by Murray. Primetime
Put it back.
off target with his 3. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. To the inside. Murray, good.
And there's an aggression to Murray's game, willing to battle there for the bucket.
Pass to Primetime. Back to Edwards. Gobert down low. He's against Jokic. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
And Murray, here we go. Primetime grabs the board. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And the layup's good off the glass.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Get the perimeter.
And now, just over a minute played here in the first.
Right here.
Murray, no good.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Here's Primetime. In Sacramento, he was nearly unstoppable. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often. Boy, just 1 for 4, a little brisky right now.
Here's Walker. And he makes good on the layup.
And Walker with the size and strength to straight up move you out of his way.
You hear, Doris, people now calling Anthony Edwards one of the faces of the NBA. I'm assuming you'd agree.
100% agree, because the skills are extraordinary. The development in his decision-making has gone leaps and bounds from where it was. Beyond that, Kevin, he's a lockdown defender, one of the best competitors, fearless in the big moments, and one of the most charismatic young men in the league today. This guy is spectacular.
And here is Murray after the 3 moments ago from Primetime, and he recovers it.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Gordon with the defensive effort.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
Oh, here's Edwards. Last game he had 34 points.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Outside Gordon. Back to Murray. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Last time these two teams came together was also in this building. They were able to win it for the home fans.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
Certainly something to keep an eye on. We'll see how the rotations go this time out. Every night it seems to be different.
Jokic with the bucket.
And if Jokic has the position inside, forget it.
Timberwolves leading by 3. Pass to Primetime. His 3-pointer's off the mark. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Denver. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Well, they knew exactly how to approach that defense. They shot a fantastic percentage because they got quality looks.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
I had a chance to catch up with Chris Finch. Now, when it comes to Jamal Murray, Coach said it's crucial to make sure his defense doesn't slack off on him. He said Murray is a microwave scorer. He can get hot in a real hurry. Our guys know they have to talk with one another out there and help each other out. Communication is key. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David.
Jamal
Buries the long-range jumper.
And operating off the ball, credit Murray for staying engaged, ready to fire when asked.
Here's prime time. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And it's Murray penetrating. And it's Murray with the jam.
And on the drive, Murray can seem unstoppable. His agility cuts the defense apart there.
Here's prime time. Second chance shot. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
And a smooth shooting stroke off the catch. Porter clearly excels in those situations.
So the Timberwolves call their first timeout with league-wide focus doors on size at every position. We've seen the demise of the traditional point guard.
So, Kevin, the first point you make is absolutely valid. Even 6'6", 6'5", 6'7", we're seeing point guards of that size. And not only are they exceptional passers, they like to score it. So that's first and foremost. But what I believe ultimately is, if you're 6'3" and under and you still bring a special amount of skill, there's going to be a place for you.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Eubanks. Keefe comes in for Walker. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for McDaniels. And Primetime subbed in for Dillingham.
Oh, great effort. They're fighting for that loose ball. Joker continues to attack the offensive glass.
Keefe is out there with Rudy Gobert. Then there's Edwards. And it's Primetime. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And the shot is good. The Denver lead has been cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Primetime. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
And this is who Murray is, a natural scorer who looks for ways to get himself going.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. And it's Primetime missing. The Nuggets leading by 6. Porter with it. He had 13 points in the win against Washington. Here's Jokic. Gobert with the defensive effort.
And, you can't impact the shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Denver.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
Yeah, and I also love the intensity they've shown on the glass early on. Keeping plays alive, creating second-chance shots, that's nice.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. The 3 ball. That shot, no good.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Number 19.
Denver in the lead. And he uses the glass on the layup. Murray's got 6 here in this quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Back to Edwards. Passes it to Primetime. Clock at 6.
You got it. Come on.
And another three for Minnesota.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
And the pass to Jokic. Swiped away. The dish to Gobert. Jokic with the steal. Murray scanning the floor. Keith grabs the miss.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Gobert, the pass to Primetime. That puts them in the lead. Primetime's got 22.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Deep 2 from Murray. Rebound, Minnesota.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Floats one up. And DiVincenzo with the lay-in. And now it's a 4-point Timberwolves lead.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
Gordon dishes to Porter. Now here's Murray. Defense right on him. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. And that one's good, Jokic. Minnesota's gone an even 50% from three-point range in the second quarter, 4 for 8. Shoots a 3, and another 3 for Minnesota.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
The Nuggets trail by 5 to the middle. Here's Murray. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And what I like about Murray is how he just goes at you. He doesn't hold back on either end and uses his motor to wear you down.
Free throw, good, Murray. Well, Doris, both you and I had the honor of being in that 2020 bubble in Florida. Any memories from Orlando?
I think, Kev, just how unique the setting was, and I have to give some props to the players. No fans, no normalcy, away from their families for extended periods, and yet they were able to lock in and give us some incredible moments.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Timberwolves ahead. They're up by 1. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
62.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Really an incredible game from Primetime.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
A huge bonus. Boy, when he's contributing like this, it makes everything easier for his team.
Second half is underway. Here's who Michael Malone's got on the floor. The 4 and the 5. It's Gordon and Jokic. Sharing the wing spots, it'll be Brown and Porter Jr. And it's Murray in at the point.
Boy, Edwards so good in close. This guy has got touch and strength, everything you could ask for.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Primetime in the last game against Sacramento played superb basketball. He scored 35 points, and to no one's surprise, he was dialed in from deep. Numbers like that are sure to get attention around the league, and everyone's excited to see what he does tonight. Guys?
Thanks for the report, D.A. Greg, phenomenal effort by him in that last game.
He willed the team to victory through his talent and through that competitiveness.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
And he sinks the second. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Minnesota in the lead. Edwards passes to Primetime, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Murray for three. Rebound, Minnesota.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And Greg, something that is so important to this team, Jamal Murray's shot creation.
It is, Kevin. He creates so much with the ball or off of it. The work he puts in on offense frees up everything for his teammates. Great competitor who's really a perfect fit with this core.
And he can't get the first one. And the second free throw, good. Here's Primetime. He's got 29 points. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Shoots from the right block. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
A nice touch on the jump shot. Jokic's shooting ability changes his team's definition of spacing.
Edwards can't hit. The Nuggets trail by 3. To the paint. Gordon dishes to Murray. Jokic kicks to Porter. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Porter's got 7.
Just sensational form and touch on display from Porter. When he gets any room to shoot from deep, he's looking to fire.
Keith passes to Primetime. Off target from three-point range.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second. Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Banked in off the glass. 31 points for Primetime.
That is an absolute dime from the Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards. Every year gets better as a playmaker.
Murray kicks to Jokic. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And so it's Walker with it who brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. The lead is 2. Keith makes it off the glass. 6 points for him.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Stolen away. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
Ooh, and he takes it right at the man who just scored on him.
That's the way to answer back, with an in-your-face stuff. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Denver Nuggets. On Thursday, they're off to Oklahoma City to face off with the Thunder. Then on Sunday, they'll be playing the Rockets in Houston.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Nah, man, you get little guy. Yeah, I got him. Hey, you get shooter. I got him. You got this guy out here? Yeah, I got big man.
And he ends up missing both free throws. The Nuggets trail by 4. Baseline J on the way. Walker with the rebound.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
Pass to prime time. 5 on the clock. Pass to Edwards. 3-pointer. Bucket Edwards slotting home the 3.
That's where patience pays off for Anthony Edwards. The clock is dwindling, but he's keeping his poise.
Looking to end his cold spell, and it's Murray with the jam.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
And the Timberwolves call timing. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Stolen by McDaniels. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Shots good by Walker. Walker's got 10. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
And the call will be against primetime. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Minnesota making some changes. Dillingham comes in for Keith, and it's Mike Conley in for primetime. DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Minnesota. Primetime comes in for Michael Conley. Pass to primetime from beyond the arc. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Now, here's Kispert. He's guarded closely. Here's Bitadze. And rebounded by McDaniels. McDaniels got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's primetime, defended by Kispert. Here's primetime, and it's off from 3-point range. The pass to Kispert, and the dunk by Kispert.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've... Moments ago from the huddle, let's listen in to Michael Malone.
Raising a shot, no hesitation, we're back. They're trying to come every time, all right? Set our defense up, make a play against our set D, all right? We just got to take care of it and defend without fouling, okay?
Well, GA, he's commanding his squad to be smarter on defense.
Gotta find a way to just stop the momentum, and I think it's gonna start with strong defense.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Rudy Gobert is out there with Keith. Then it's Dillingham. Then it's Jaden McDaniels. And it's prime time and at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. McDaniels passes to prime time.
Good work on the defensive end for Porter Jr. Timing things just right there to get the block.
A nice shot by Brown.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's primetime. From outside the arc, another miss by Minnesota.
When you're not in rhythm with the 3-ball, why do you keep firing from there?
Porter against Keith. Here's Bitadze.
Kick it out.
Murray down low. Dillingham with the rebound. Minnesota leading by 5. Score the basket, his 8th, 8 for 13 from the floor.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Down low, Murray. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Assisted by
Murray's got 22 points.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Here's Primetime. Pass to Dillingham. The shot. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Dillingham's got 9 points here in the second half. Murray outside. Dishes it to Gordon. Here's Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Outside for Murray. Launches it from deep. Again, the miss by Murray.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Murray. Well, we've got a moment now to see this year's three-point contest and how it's shaping up. Let's take a look at some of the top candidates emerging as we see here some players who are likely to make the final cut.
Not too shabby of shooters on this list, Kevin. You gotta love the advancement and really the evolution of the three-point shot in today's game.
You look at Primetime. And at number 4 on the list, he's almost certain to take part in the contest this year. He's going to be excited to let those long-range shots fly in All-Star Weekend.
And the fans have been right to give him so much love. He's deadly from beyond, and he has to be in this contest this season.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year. Some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, and I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
Here's Gordon. Keefe grabs the miss. Keefe's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Primetime. Sinks that one from the post. Primetime's got 38 points.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
Snatched away. Fast break, Minnesota. Gobert, the pass to Primetime. Lays it up off the glass. Primetime's got the lead up to 12 now for Minnesota.
No, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him. And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to McDaniels. Over to the left wing. Primetime. The three-pointer no good. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Denver Nuggets. Here's Brown. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Brown's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You simply must put a body on this guy. You know he's going to try to get to that glass.
Here he goes. On the wing, Murray. No good from outside.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
Edwards has come in for the Timberwolves. And a switcher also for Denver. Jokic is checked in. Here's Primetime. From deep. Drills it from outside. Primetime's got 43 points.
Yeah, in the first half, he was unstoppable from deep. Now, 2 more since the break.
Here's Murray. Count it, good.
And you can't fall asleep against Murray, especially when he's got great interior positioning. The D has got to be better.
And it's Primetime missing. The Nuggets trail by 11. Passes it to Brown. A rebound by the Timberwolves. O'Keefe's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Edwards. Rebound by the Nuggets. Murray's got his 7th rebound here tonight. There's the pass to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 6 assists in the game.
And you just can't give Jokic any breathing room because he is a threat to fire from anywhere.
Prime time, rejected by Murray. McDaniels against Porter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
And at 6'10", Porter is a threat to score inside, which is why the defense trying to rough him up a bit.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Walker's checked in, and Porter drops them both. Minnesota leading by 6. It's deflected. Primetime, the pass to Edwards. Edwards with the floor spacer.
Boy, that was deep. Anthony Edwards testing the limitations of his range on that one.
And here is Murray. Pass to Jokic. Brown's shot is off.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Here's Brown, and he banks in the layup.
I'll tell you, you have got to have a short memory. You put a poor first half behind you, and you get to work here in the second.
Primetime, the pass to Edwards. Here's Primetime. That one off the back iron and out. The Nuggets trail by 9. Here's Murray. A quick shot there, and it's off target. Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Shot's good by Walker.
Well, improving his passing over the years, this is what you like to see from Rudy Gobert, and a wrinkle or two in the offseason.
Murray with the bounce pass. Here's Jokic. The shot, no good. Gobert with the defensive effort. Inside, and Edwards. What a sweet jam by Edwards.
Oh, give me a little sauce, Anthony Edwards. Rise high and finish over the defender.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. And the call will be against Primetime. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Foul. Second team foul.
There's Jokic on the drive.
Incoming, it's Joker time as Jokic shaking the arena with that slam.
Edwards passes to Primetime. From downtown, Porter pulls it in. Porter's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Pass to Brown. He kicks it to Murray. Out to the right wing. Here's Jokic. Gobert with the defensive effort. Timberwolves leading by 11. Outside, Walker. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
3rd personal foul.
It's going to be on Jamal Murray. That free throw good from Primetime.
Number 19. 2 shots.
No good on the second free throw.
Get to it, Gordon.
The Nuggets trail by 12. Deep 2 from Murray. Rebound, Minnesota. Edwards got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Timberwolves.
What an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Definitely had a huge edge, and this is their DNA. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are the kinds of games they can have.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for prime time.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
And it's good for two.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Murray, no good.
Way to go, Gobert!
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Passes it to prime time. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rrhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And we'll see you next time